Hey tubers, me again. So I'm working on this. It's a PB250LN Echo. And I think manufacture date on this thing is like 2016. I've worked on these a bunch before, and the reason for the video and what I was thinking while I'm working on it is that it brought back memories. That these things have got, these things have got a ridiculously, let me turn on the light. That's the catalytic converter, part of the muffler system. When it came to me, that cover was off. There was nothing, no directional plate, no spark arrestor, no nothing. So, hold on. Had to get rid of my vise. This is very common with these. I don't know why, but normally you would take a peek in there, and that would be where you could actually like see the piston. That's carbon. All that carbon is so built up that it just can't breathe out. I just did another video about, I think it might have been a little small saw, same thing. So before we go monkeying around with everything else, it came in. I can tell, like, well, not that I'm a pro or anything, but somebody was working on this before me. Evidently, they couldn't get it going. This little clip piece right here, that's on upside down, so it won't hold the nozzle. If you look, the spark plug was loose, although it did run. This little plate right here, which is actually the diaphragm or the gasket that steers the pulse for the carburetor, that was over here, so that was backwards. That was not working correctly. They had the wrong bolt way down in here to secure the gas tank. I do believe that there's supposed to be a rubber piece that goes on here, and that, I don't know, it doesn't look like it's on the wrong way, but anyways, it's missing that little rubber grommet. So like a lot of little things, and what he was looking for was that right there. That's why it's not running. I did have, and just for what do you call it, your own personal information, the carburetor that came out of this thing, I shot it with starting fluid, and it did cough, so I knew it was going to be a runner. This came out of the carb. It's all rock hard. Who knows how long it sat for. So I went looking through my hoard, and I had an HCA 2620 carb just laying around. So I went and I put that on there. All I had to do was change this little piece for the, what do you call it, the throttle. So that's all working. I'm going to take like a small wooden dowel, get in there and scrape out as much of that as I can, and then we're going to put it back together, and then it'll be running. So lots of little things. I'll fix this. I'm going to have to take and pull that cover off. I already put in the correct screw down there. I replaced the carburetor. It came in without an air filter, so maybe that person that was working on it just got frustrated and just said screw it, and just kind of threw it back together. But anyways, yeah, we'll be back in a minute, and this thing will be running correctly. Actually, I'll show you, like, when I'll clean out that port, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Shut up. Okay, it was really stuck on there, you guys. Okay, got the light on. Let's see if I can do a zoom. You can see inside the cylinder now. What I did is, like, I got the peripheral stuff all scraped off, and then used the air gun in there. And then when I went, I had the piston up so stuff would not drop down in there. You can see it now. It wasn't coming off, and I was getting a little bit nervous about scraping that piston. So what I did, since the spark plug was out, I just went, I'm just trying to pull it and hold the camera at the same time. I put the air gun down inside the cylinder and was blowing air, so it was like this. I'm blowing air through the spark plug hole, so there's an air current coming out the exhaust port, and I'm pretty confident that none of that carbon fell down in there, because as you know, that carbon is really hard and it'll end up wrecking that. So anyways, yeah, let's take and put all the pieces back on, start it up, and see if we can't get some RPMs out of it. Be right back. Okay, before I start throwing everything out, so I put the exhaust back on. I took this side cover off. It is 2, 4, 6, 7 of these T27 bolts, and then here's this thing, because the hose won't stay on there. You gotta take and flip this thing over. That's how that thing goes, because now that little piece of, come on, light bulb, that little piece of plastic is now the spring, and then to undo it, you take and you jam a screwdriver in through right there. See where that little picture of the lock is? You put a screwdriver in through there. That will take and lift this thing up. When you put the screwdriver through there, that lifts that thing up and allows it to take the nozzle out. So now we got this back to where it belongs. Let's take and put this shroud back on, and then we'll move back over to the other side. See all that smoke that's coming out of that exhaust is because a lot of the unburned oil and everything has built up on that catalytic converter. So I'm gonna take and run that. I'm gonna put this on here so I can get a little bit more RPMs out of it. But yeah, she's a runner, and yeah, in order to take and actually tune the carburetor, all this stuff needs to be on, air filter and all that stuff. So I'm just going to burn this off and then see what we come up with here in the next, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Okay. Okay, so found that piece off of from the boneyard. So now it's got the spark arrestor back in there, and then the exhaust cover. Man, when I burnt off that catalytic converter, it was glowing red and stayed like that for, I don't know, a good solid minute. I don't have a new spark plug to throw in it. Next time I run over by Walmart or AutoZone, I'll get that. New carburetor, new air filter, tuned it with everything on it. So, yeah, this one's done. I don't know how long it sat, but once again, it says February of 2016, Echo, Papa Bravo, 250 Lima, November. Okay, guys, that's just another one. I got, what else? I don't know. There's more stuff to do today, but just sharing this one with you. These are pretty popular. So, and that happens a lot, that port will get clogged. Don't just check the spark arrestor screen. You got to go deeper. And the way that I did it, again, in review, is I ran air through, put the piston all the way down, ran air through here while I was chipping away at it in order to get that port cleared out. So, okay, guys, thanks for watching. Thumbs up, and we'll catch you on the next one. That's it. I'm done. I'm out.